Hey Mark, so how do you come up with this project?
So these two are two of my best friends, and I wanted to write music that basically I thought we would sound really good as an ensemble because I'm not a harmonic instrument. I play a melodic instrument, the saxophone. I needed to basically come up with a bunch of production tracks that play with us. So I wrote a series of I actually wrote like 20 songs at first. And then I chose the top 12 songs, actually top 11 songs, that we would record this album with. So I'm just so thrilled that you guys agreed to do this project with me and see what comes next.
So did you write the parts based on everybody's, Gino's and my capability, or you just wrote music out of like whatever came out of your head and didn't think about what we could do at all?
I think it's a little bit of both. For me, I kind of am a spur of the moment type of guy, so I like to just write whatever's on my mind. But at the same time, not all these parts could be played by everyone. Because Gino and Mohini are such masters of their instruments, it was definitely the sound that was on my mind to write for them. And so hopefully the music was fun and presented somewhat of a challenge.
It was.
So.
And how did you, orchestrate the parts? Like, I know he had a scratch and everything when we initially had decided to come together at your den, the very first day. Hadn't listened to anything, but in your den, when we heard the music, we both looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, that's a lot of interesting stuff, cool stuff to play, but it's going to be hard work.
I remember I was listening to the audio demos, and then Mark gets these charts ready for us. So I'm like printing out the charts. Okay, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7.
Same song.
Same song.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, and then started looking through the music. And for most of the songs, you didn't have drums, cues. So we had to come up with grooves and compose beats that would be conducive to the song.
Yeah, orchestrate certain kinds of grooves that go with certain melodies.
Yeah, and then have the bass lines that Mohini worked out to kind of embellish the song, but also make her own creation.
Yeah, just to kind of color it and, listening to drums. When I hear Gino play, there are certain grooves he plays and it really, gives you ideas as a bass player when you're listening to the kick or hi-hat, and he's so innovative when it comes to groove making and application, improvisation, and all of this, like all of these really intricate things that you can listen to and get ideas from. And I really listen to all that, and it gives me a lot of ideas, just creative ideas. And so making music with Gino, of course, is really fun. It's really it brings me so much joy, and we always end up playing the same licks sometimes together without even planned.
Crazy.
And today actually was our second day of our recording, and we all as a band played something that we hadn't decided, and that very rarely happens when it's a family type of feeling, and when you're playing together for a very long time and you understand each other's musicality. That's when those kind of moments happen.
I wanted this project to feel collaborative as well. Gino mentioned that I didn't really have drums on most of them, and maybe I had like a preliminary sort of bass line. But the reason why this isn't, the Mark Hartsuch project and it's Mamogi is because I feel that we've all contributed equally to it. I brought in the melodies and I brought in the framework of the arrangement and everything, but they ultimately brought it to life, which is the reason why it's not my project, it's our project. So.
And we are really excited for you guys to hear this album. I think it's one of a kind of a project, and I can't wait for you guys to give us your true feedback after you listen to these beautiful songs that we all have put together for you guys.